Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to more NWA Appalachia action. Coming to the ring first is Justin Conley and Brandon Taggart. This was filmed May 31st in Matewan, West Virginia as a benefit for the family of Ryan Dodson. Officiating the action is referee Brandon Ashworth. And their opponents, Blake Hall and Alex Angel. It appears Alex Angel is going to start off with Brandon Taggart. And the conventional USA chant from Taggart. Taggart with a nice show of strength there. Taggart's got him back into the corner. Ref's counting 2, 3, 4. Nice use of the 5 count there by Taggart. Now let's see if we can get any offense out of Alex Angel. See how he does. There we go, nice reversal by Angel. And he's already got the big man down to one knee. And Taggart goes right back on the offensive. Off the ropes. And a nice shoulder tackle taking Alex Angel down to the mat. Nice little sidestep there by Alex Angel, sending Taggart out of the ring. Oh, Alex Angel's following him. What's going to happen outside, guys? What a chop from Alex Angel. That could be heard from miles and miles around. Another chop after goading him in. Smart move by Angel, breaking the 10 count there. Seems like the action's going back to the ring. And a tag made from Alex Angel to Blake Hall. 2 fresh guys in the ring right now, and Justin Wild Thing Conley and Blake Hall. Let's see what these guys can do. Lock up again. And Blake Hall showing his strength. They're telling the referee that he pulled his hair, though. Unfortunately, it looks like he doesn't got a whole lot of hair to pull now. Headlock by Hall. Off the ropes, breaking the headlock, and a shoulder tackle by Conley. And an armbar on Hall. Is Hall going to tap out? Hall seems to be trying to garner some fan support, trying to get out of that armbar. What could Blake Hall be trying to do? Oh, and a cradle fisherman's buster. It's 1, 2. Oh, and Taggart breaks up the pin. Blake Hall trying to go back on the offensive. There's some tag team action by Alex Angel and Blake Hall, just tagged in. And another tag from Alex Angel to Blake Hall. Off the ropes. And a double clothesline by the team of Angel and Hall. And Blake goes for the cover again. And a kick out by Conley. Conley needs to make a tag here. He is running low on energy. And a thumb to the eye by Conley. And a facebuster. And Taggart's in. And an elbow drop by Taggart on Hall. Covers 1, 2, and a break up to the tag by Alex Angel. And Conley's back in. And a kick out by Blake Hall after some dirty tactics from the team of Conley and Taggart. Now Conley just delivering vicious elbows to the face of Blake Hall. And now he's choking him. Conley's got Hall in a submission hold. Can Hall get out of this? And Hall whipped into the corner. And a little bit of double team action from the team of Conley and Taggart. And Taggart's back in. And a nice sleeper hold. I want to take this time to give great thanks to EP Productions, who's been taking part in commentary and doing the production and editing of this show. And Blake Hall seems to be reversing the headlock. And he's out of it, off the ropes. And a clothesline by Blake Hall. Can Blake Hall get to Alex Angel, tag him in? Referees counts up to 4, and there's the tag to Alex Angel, and Conley's back in as well. And a knee to the face by Alex Angel. And a tag. What could they be setting up for? And a kick to the gut by Hall. Irish whip off the ropes. And a side slam from Hall. He's going to cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. What could Hall be setting up for here? Oh, and Conley's escaping. There's a tag. Conley didn't see the tag. And Angel sends him to the second turnbuckle. And a low blow by Conley to tag in Taggart. And Taggart just picking the meat off the bones left by Conley. And now he's choking him with his foot. And he breaks it at 4 with a stomp to the chest. And a headlock on Angel. And he's getting out of it. And a nice kick by Angel on Taggart. Both men are down. Referee Ashworth counts up to 5. And there's the tag to Hall and Conley. Both big men are back in the match. And Hall is running through here like a man on fire. What could they be setting up for? Hall's calling for a double team. And Angel and Conley are down on the outside. It's just Hall and Taggart in the middle of that ring. Oh, Taggart rolls up. 1, 2, 3. And there is your winners, Brandon Taggart and Justin Wildman Conley. We'll be right back for more NWA action from Matewan, West Virginia. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back from Matewan, West Virginia. Joining me in the booth at this time is Jay Prince. Justin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, Michael. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Coming to the ring now, we've got Matty B, the self-proclaimed $1 million player of NWA Appalachia.
You'd think with $1 million he could afford a shave.
He could. He's kind of got that whole Billy Goat, Daniel Bryan wannabe type beard going on. I'm thinking that's the first time I've ever seen Gangnam Style busted out at a wrestling show. What do you think, Justin?
I don't know about wrestling shows, but I guarantee it's the first time Gangnam Style's ever been busted out at Matewan, West Virginia.
True. I believe the great Tyson Smith once said, The only good thing about coming to Matewan is leaving Matewan. And now coming to the ring, a fan favorite, as you can tell by the roar of applause, Big Joe. Now, I had a chance to talk with Big Joe, and he's a really great guy. And he actually just got ordained as a minister. If you go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/NWA Appalachia, you'll be able to see him giving prayer over Ryan Dodson at the beginning of the show. That's youtube.com/NWA Appalachia.
I don't know Big Joe. I don't know Matty B either. But just looking at the two fighters, I don't think Big Joe needs the Lord on his side to win this match.
Well, everyone could use the Lord on their side every once in a while, but when this man's got the strength that he's got, it's very questionable at times.
Big man.
Alright, and here we are. They locked up right off the bell. Brandon's 1, 2. They've got till 5 to get him out of the corner, so Big Joe's doing what he was told. This is a very different side of Big Joe than what we saw at Cerrito Canova back in the beginning of May. Man came out in face paint and looked like a wild man against the Black Superman Onyx. But we're seeing a much more serious side of him here tonight with Matty B.
Well, I think here being at Matewan, Big Joe's around his type of people.
Did see a lot of cows and farms and definitely overall type. I felt out of place there in my $1 million business suit. And it appears Big Joe is being too rough for Matty B as he's asking Brandon for a 5 count. And now Brandon's being told that Big Joe pulled his beard. Which Justin, I don't know, but I wouldn't want to pull a beard that looks like that.
I just know that's reason number 2 to shave that thing.
And a lockup. Big Joe's got him back to the corner.
I'm just glad that camera angle's changed. We had a good shot of Matty B's hind.
Oh, and Matty B's actually got Big Joe down to his knees. This is surprising. Oh, reversal off the ropes, and a clothesline by Big Joe, and Matty B goes down and out of the ring. Now, Justin, if I was Matty B and facing a guy like Big Joe, what do you think would happen? Would I tuck tail and run, or would I get in there and fight like a man?
You know, I don't know what you would do, but if I was in that ring, what I wouldn't do is give a man like Big Joe time to catch his breath. I'd stay right on top of him. He's a big man, and big men get winded easy.
The crowd is behind Big Joe, calling Matty B a crybaby. Now, I don't know about many bearded babies, but I would say Matty B is far from a crybaby. Oh, now Matty B's asking for a test of strength. And Joe takes him and humbles him.
That was a very predictable end to that lockup there. I don't know what Matty B's thinking. He's getting caught up in the crowd too much.
Oh, and he is just breaking the hands of Matty B right now. And now he's trying to lift him up is what he's trying to do.
Matty B reaching for the ropes.
And Matty B got it. Matty B got the ropes. And now he's asking Brandon to hold his hands, which with Brandon Ashworth would not surprise me if he would do. Oh, and a thumb to the eyes by Matty B. And these punches don't seem to be phasing Joe, are they?
No, he just shook him off. And now he's got Matty B in a bad spot right here.
And a lock. Thumb to the eye again, and a high knee lift from Matty B to Big Joe, and Big Joe is down on the ground. And Matty B's just putting the boots to Big Joe right now. Big Joe is in a very bad spot. It appears Big Joe is down and out. And a stomp to the hand there by Matty B.
Work on the big fella's legs a little bit. Oh, just grinding the elbow into the thigh there.
And a boot to the leg. And Matty B telling the crowd what he really thinks of Big Joe.
Well, right now I can't disagree with Matty B. He's having his way with the big fella.
After a couple elbows to the collarbone, he's got him back in that headlock. Oh, here's the big man's getting up. Oh, and Matty B takes him right back down. What could be planned? Oh, and it's a neck breaker from Matty B. Could Big Joe be done?
It is. It's over. Matty B just said it. Didn't you hear it?
2, and a kick out by Big Joe. Nothing can keep this big guy down.
I can't believe that. I was with Matty B. I thought that was it. I thought it was over.
Oh, and a boot to the face, grinding the heel of his boot into Big Joe's face. What could Matty B be planning? What could be going through that man's mind right now?
Grinding his boot in the Big Joe's ugly mug ain't hurting Big Joe none.
Matty B with some fists to the face, and it appears Big Joe is... could he be Joeing up?
He just shaked off that kick to the jaw pretty easy. Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's mounting a little bit of offense of his own with a punch in the midsection.
And these two behemoths are just trading blows. Big Joe with a shoulder block, and down goes Matty B for only the 3rd time in the match. And Joe whips him into the corner. And a big splash from Joe. Could that be it as Matty B falls to the mat?
I haven't seen that much purple hit the ground since Barney was canceled.
And Big Joe's just looking at him. This cannot be good. Oh, he's got the beard. He's got the beard. And a kick to the head. And Joe's down to 2 knees.
Matty B showed some pretty good flexibility for a man of his size to get that big foot up to the side of Joe's head.
Oh, yeah. And Big Joe with a body slam with authority. Uh-oh. Could this be Big Joe going... Is he going aerial? What could Big Joe be planning here?
Oh, no.
Oh, and
no.
a big splash.
He broke his ribs.
And Big Joe is your winner here in Matewan, West Virginia. Matty B is dead to rights.
Somebody check on Matty B. He might be dead, actually dead. That's a lot of weight just landed on a man.
Oh, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for NWA Appalachia from Matewan, West Virginia. As always, I am M. Menders, and this is Jay Prince. And this is Jesse Vondas, which, as you can see by the look he gave the camera, he is not happy to be here in Matewan, West Virginia. But then again, if I were you, would you be happy to be in Matewan?
No. People who live in Matewan aren't even happy to be in Matewan.
And he is having nothing to do with any of these fans. Jesse posing on the top of the rope as here comes his opponent, the Lycan Assassin, Cerebus. And now this man's looking like he's all business and no play. Jesse doing the smart thing and getting out of dodge while he can.
Problem is that bell's going to ring here in a minute, and he's not going to have any choice but to climb in that ring with that man right there.
And here we go with the action. And Jesse runs out of the ring. You know, when you only have a 10 count to work with, you can only spend so long out there before you eventually just give up the match.
Cerberus knows that. That's why he's just sitting in the corner, relaxing, not wasting any energy, because he knows eventually he's going to have to climb back in that ring, and he can't be avoided.
And Cerebus has the crowd chanting chicken at Jesse. As everybody knows, the enemy of the chicken is the wolf.
Here we go again, running on the outside.
Do you think Jesse could be intimidated by Cerebus?
I don't think there's any question he's intimidated. That's the only reason why he's out there jawing with the crowd instead of in the ring wrestling.
And could Jesse finally be ready? And they lock up. And he just gets tossed into the corner by Cerebus. I have a feeling Jesse is outmatched in strength with Cerebus.
He's looking over the referee, like the referee's going to give him some kind of help.
Cerebus has him in the headlock and whipped off the ropes. And a nice shoulder block by Cerebus as he panders to the crowd.
There the crowd goes again with the chicken chant.
And that wasn't a howl from a coyote in the locker room. That was a howl from Cerebus. So they lock up again, and Jesse finally has him backed into a corner. With a cheap shot breaking the ref's count at 3. Cerebus isn't having any of it as he's out of the ring again.
Well, if wrestling doesn't pan out for Jesse, I think he's got a career as a marathon runner.
Indeed. And Jesse's finally back in the ring. Let's see if we'll see some action from Jesse. Locked up. Cerebus is back into a corner. And he goes for the cheap shot, and Cerebus has nothing of it as he's just waylaying Jesse with these fists to the face. And whipped into the corner. Whipped into the corner again. And an atomic drop. That does not feel good in the morning, boys and girls. And a clothesline by Cerebus. And another. There's an old saying, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" And I don't think Jesse Vondas wants any more of what Cerebus is giving him.
And one of the fans has stuck a sign on Jesse's back.
I'm thinking the sign may say, "Help me?" What is it? Ah, he's turned back around. We can't read what it says. And its sign has fallen off. And Jesse's less than pleased about it.
Severus starting a slow clap.
Trying to get fans into this match. And they're circling, and they lock up.
He doesn't need to get the fans in this match. He needs to get Jesse in this match. Jesse's done nothing but run this entire time.
And a punch to the midsection, and a chop. Those chops do not feel good at all. I am one to be able to tell you that.
Now that last chop they could have heard down in Red Jacket.
And a double axe handle by Jesse. He's going for the early cover and not even a one. Oh, a 1 count. And Jesse going up again.
He's taking too much time. He's taking too much time.
Oh, and he catches him by the throat.
I told you, he took too much time.
And a choke bomb. And Jesse's out of the ring again.
You hear the kids in the front row telling him to get in the ring.
Jesse's head has not been in this match from the get-go.
I think he's got a foreign object. I think that's what the kids in the front row are saying, that he's got something in his shorts.
These kids in the front row are very vocal. Cerebus has enough of his running, and there he is. Oh, and a shot to the skull with whatever Jesse had in his trunks. 1, 2, and Cerebus kicks out.
Nearly stole the match right there. I thought he had it.
Cerebus, however, does appear to be rattled by whatever Jesse had in his trunks. And a suplex. 1. And a kick out by Cerebus, who still is in this match. And an elbow to the head. And some clubbing blows to the back. And the ref wants him off the ropes, and a knee to the back. That does not feel good.
Referee trying to gain some control back in this match. But Jesse, well within the rules, using every single second of that 5 minutes.
And a heck of a neck breaker from Jesse as he's just licking his chops now at the wounded Cerebus. And goes back to the head. He's been working on the head for a good solid 5 minutes with a neck breaker and now a headlock. And Cerebus quick to get out of it. Elbow to the midsection. Another. And he whips him into the ropes. And a DDT by Jesse. 3 count, 1, 2, and a kick out.
Tide has certainly turned in this match.
We've gone from a completely Cerebus-controlled match to another headlock by Vondas. Vondas is in definite control now. I've seen Cerebus in action before, and I've never seen him in this much trouble. Good. It appears Cerebus is fading quickly.
Got him too. He's on his butt now. He's just leverage trying to get that hold even tighter.
And it appears Cerebus is out. Ref checking. 1, 2.
It's over. He's out. He's out cold.
And Cerebus is somehow still in this match.
I don't believe it. He was literally out, and now he seems to be feeding off the crowd.
He seems to be feeding off the emotions of the crowd. And the crowd's giving him a second win, could it be? And off the ropes, and Cerebus has a headlock of his own in store for Jesse. And a back body drop, a clever maneuver out of a sleeper hold.
Both men might be done now. They both look absolutely exhausted.
Cerebus could be getting up. The ref's count is 6 now. And Cerebus is just now off his back.
He's up to a knee.
7 count.
Jesse's making a move up to his feet now too. Both men are on their feet.
Both men are up at the count of 8. And Cerebus meets him with a punch to the midsection. And another. And a series of 3 punches puts Mr. Vondas on his back again. Cerebus is now licking his chops. And a knee drop to the heart by Cerebus. And a kick out by Vondas at 2.
Look at the power. Look at the power from Cerebus.
He's had him up there for 10 seconds. Wow. And a kick out of 2 by Jesse. And it appears
that was a 3 count. 1, 2, 3.
It appears those headlocks have done some damage as Cerebus is nursing his arm.
This match should have been over. That was a 3 count. That referee was slow.
And a whip into the corner. And dodged by Jesse. Jesse's off, going up high.
Oh.
And a missile drop kick. Cerebus on his back. 1, 2, and a kick out.
He's slow again. Who is this referee? He couldn't ref a cockfight down the road in Del Barton.
And now he's choking at Cerebus is trying to get back in this. Just has him up. Whipped off the ropes. And a torture rack by Cerebus. This could be it. What a move by Cerebus. And he rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. And that is all she wrote for Jesse.
It's about time. I was beginning to wonder if that referee could even count for it.
The winner of the match, Cerebus. fans were really behind Cerebus this entire match. And it appears Cerebus is nursing an injury.
Looks like he's favoring that left shoulder.
Left shoulder and arm. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Matewan, West Virginia. This is for the NWA Appalachia Heavyweight Championship. And coming to the ring is Stan the Man Lee.
He is certainly feeling himself right now.
And his opponent, the legendary rock and roll Tommy Gibson. Gibson's a personal friend of mine, one heck of a guy, stand-up talent. Let's see if he can capture the NWA Appalachia Heavyweight title tonight.
Well, it's obvious who you're pulling for in this match. You're pulling for Gibson. But I don't think he can outclass Stan the Man Lee.
Now, I wasn't pulling for anyone. I'm trying to be as impartial as I can. I'm just saying Tommy Gibson's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, well, your good friend is about to get a good old-fashioned butt spanking.
Both men, however, are legendary in their own right. You cannot take anything away from these men and the accomplishments they have to their name.
No.
And there he is.
Only one of them is going to add that prize right there to their list of accomplishments tonight.
And there it is, what it's all about, the NWA Appalachia Championship, and mine, she a beaut. Here we go, they lock up. And Gibson takes him down with what appeared to be a hair pull. And it appears Stan isn't happy with the ref.
Well, he should be unhappy. That was a dirty tactic right out the gate from Gibson. He pulled his hair. Everybody in the arena saw it. You saw it. I saw it. I don't know how the ref didn't see it.
And now Lee's got him back to the corner. Got till 5. Oh, and a missed shot by Lee, and Gibson takes him down with a punch to the mush. And Lee's now arguing that what it was a close-fisted shot.
Well, I mean, Lee's a wrestler. He's a thoroughbred. And he wants this to be a good, clean wrestling match. And Gibson wants to make it a street fight.
And a 2 count, 3. He's got till 5. And Gibson blocks him again, but Lee outsmarts him, dropping him with a fist to the side of the head.
There's not very many wrestlers. Actually, there's not any wrestlers in NWA Appalachia that Stan the Man Lee can't outsmart.
And Lee whips him into the corner. And he misses the splash. Gibson rolls him up. 1, 2, and a kick out from Stan. And an armbar from Gibson. And now Stan the Man Lee is saying he pulled his tights. However, he was...
Camera guy dropped the camera, it looks like.
Who's the camera guy? I want him fired.
Appears he's got the situation under control now, though. There we go. Some offense from Stan Lee there.
Stan's back on the offense. Gibson off the ropes. And the sunset flip. 1, 2, and a kick out by Stan Lee.
It's too good to beat with those kind of shenanigans that Tommy Gibson's trying.
And Stan is now choking him with his boot against the throat of Tommy Gibson.
He wasn't choking him ever, it was on his chest. Get your eyes checked.
Oh, and Stan Lee with a punch to the side of Gibson's head. And another. Here's Gibson is still putting up a fight in this match. And an elbow to the head of Gibson by Stan Lee. And Lee just raking Gibson's eyes over that rope. Now those ropes aren't just regular ropes. They are made of steel cable. So those will not feel good against your human flesh. And a guillotine by Gibson. Stan Lee. He's got getting Gibson up. And back down to the ground goes Gibson.
He's in complete control of this match, just like we knew he was going to be.
And a back rake by Stan Lee. That does not feel good. However, Gibson is still up and he's bounced his head off the top turnbuckle by Lee. And his head's just getting repeatedly bashed against that top turnbuckle. Oh, and Gibson appears to be fighting back. Some solid punches. And whipped off the rope, reversed. And a headlock by Stan Lee on Gibson.
Look, Gibson trying to pull his hair again. The dirty tactics of Tommy Gibson never cease to amaze me.
And it appears Gibson could be fading fast. And Gibson could be out. I think Stan Lee's officially choked him out, but it looks like Stan Lee using the ropes, getting some leverage.
I don't know what you're talking. I didn't see it.
Gibson's getting the crowd back behind him. Gibson's back up to his 1 foot at least. And Gibson's back up. And he's getting out of that headlock. And Gibson with a whip. And a headlock of his own. It appears now Lee is fading quick.
No. Lee's not fading. Stan the man is right. Got Gibson right where he wants him. This is all just a clever ploy, and you'll see that momentarily.
Refs at 2. And 3. No! And a neck breaker.
See, he lulled Gibson to sleep, and then he hit him with that neck breaker, exactly like I told you he was going to do.
And it appears Stan Lee is going up high. It's a long way up and a long way down. And Gibson is taking him for a ride. And down goes Stan Lee, and he is showing the effects of that move. And they're going back and forth with the punches. Gibson unrelenting with those punches. And a 10 count of punches, and Lee is jello on his feet.
I'm just surprised the fans here make one count to 10.
And an elbow to the side of the head. Where could Gibson be going? He's going up top. Could this be it for Stan Lee? And Gibson with us. Cross body off the top. 1, 2, 3. Tommy Gibson.
His foot was on the ropes.
Tommy Gibson is the NWA Appalachia champion.
I shouldn't have counted. His foot was on the ropes. His foot was on the ropes. See, look. Now it's the ref sees it. The ref sees it.
It does, however, appear, as my co-commentator is saying, that Stan Lee, the ref has continued the match. Tommy Gibson is not the NWA Appalachia champion. However, Stan Lee's, he's got brass knuckles in his hand. What could he do? And a shot knocking Tommy Gibson out. Ref didn't see it. 1, 2, 3. Stan Lee is your NWA Appalachia champion.
That's right, he is. I told you he was going to beat Tommy Gibson because he's just better than Tommy Gibson is.
I got to give it to Stan the Man Lee, the inaugural NWA Appalachia Heavyweight champion. And there is the champion with his prize.
They tried to cheat Stan out of that title. He had his foot on the ropes. They wanted to give it to Tommy Gibson, but he wouldn't let him. He just came back with that big right hand of his and put it right on the kisser of Tommy Gibson and ended this match the way it should have been ended a long time ago.
And there you have it. Stan the Man Lee is the first ever NWA Appalachia champion. Now, when you think about the champions that have been in the NWA, Harley Race, Ric Flair, Tyson Smith, he is now in that category. Granted, that is not the NWA World title, but he is still a champion in NWA.
As far as I'm concerned, Stan the Man Lee is the NWA Appalachia. It ends and begins with that man right there.
And Gibson's just shaking his head, cannot believe what he just witnessed.
I can't believe that he thought he had a chance to beat Stan the Man Lee. That's what I can't believe.
Stan is showing to the crowd why he is truly the man, still celebrating with his championship belt. But however, it appears Gibson's got some words for him. And there you have it. He has laid down the challenge July 4th at Logan Freedom Fest for the NWA Appalachian Championship.
Tommy Gibson is truly dumber than I even thought he was. He just challenged Stan the Man Lee to a rematch for that title so he could get his second butt kicker.
What will Stan say? And there it is. And there it is. Stan Lee's accepted the challenge. July 4th, Logan Freedom Fest.
Of course he'd accept it because Tommy Gibson is not a challenge for Stan the Man Lee. That's what I've been telling you this whole time. It's not a challenge. Stan the Man Lee will roll over him again.
And we'll be right back for more NWA Appalachian action from Matewan, West Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with an NWA Appalachian Tag Team Championship match. We've already crowned one, so why not crown another? Coming to the ring first is Bobby Love. Now coming to the ring, a former ECW superstar by the name of Easy Money. And headed to the ring now is the world famous wrestling clown.
A lot of clowns in this business, but there's only one that's world famous.
Now, if you remember, at the Canova, West Virginia show, the world famous clown and one Philip Selby won the NWA Appalachian Tag Team Championships, but due to unfortunate circumstance, they were stripped of the Tag Team Championships moments later by owner Tyson Smith. However, the partner for the world famous clown isn't known. Who could he have found to help him beat down Easy Money and the master, Bobby Love?
Now, if I know anything about the clown, he's always got some tricks up his sleeve. So, I can't wait to see what he's got in store tonight.
What a pick he got! All the way from Jacksonville, Florida, former WWE and TNA star, the Pope.
Well, like I said, he's always got some tricks up his sleeve, and this might be the biggest trick the world famous clown has ever pulled.
And he is over with the audience. These fans have not stopped screaming since he came out.
Well, you know, in Matewan, West Virginia, it's not often that you get to see an athlete that is the class of the Pope. Camera guy struggling with the camera
guy.
again.
What is with this camera guy?
Sorry, we're back.
We're back.
He was probably just awestruck by the Pope, like everybody else in the building is.
Either that, or he's probably getting Pretty Lady's phone number. But then again, it's Matewan. And they are loving the Pope here in Matewan. As my friend Jay Prince just said, it's not often they get to see an athlete of his caliber in Matewan. Referee in charge, Brandon Ashworth, holding those belts. And we are back to the action as Easy Money and the Pope are locking up. And the Pope reverses into a headlock. Off the rope, Pope goes in, a shoulder block. to reverse it, and a spank on the behind from the Pope.
Well, he's laughing. He's having a good time. He's having fun because he knows that there's nobody else in that ring that can match him as far as athleticism goes.
And it appears he is not trying to give the ladies in that audience a good show. He's just here to put on one heck of a wrestling performance here in Matewan, West Virginia. And a forearm to the face of Pope. And a fist in that corner. And Easy Money's just giving it to the Pope right now. And he whips him off into the corner, and Pope whips him. And a boot to the butt. And an eye poke by the Pope. And he was too scared to even take a 4-up just now. Oh, and he's just breaking that arm right now. Look at the Pope be playing here. Oh, Easy Money kicks out. And a chop across the chest. Pope into the ropes, reverse. Easy Money in the ropes, and a kick to the head. And Easy Money goes up and over out of the ring. And there goes Bobby Love.
Pope just too quick. Sidestep Bobby Love and send him out right with his partner.
And it appears the team Easy Love is having trouble getting out of the gate here against the world-famous Clown and the Pope. And it appears Easy and Bobby Love are leaving the arena. Could this be? Could it be a count-out victory for the world-famous Clown and the Pope?
Well, this is exactly what kind of shenanigans you got to expect from a former ECW star.
Up and here they're coming back. Making their way through the crowd. Oh, and the Pope was expecting something. And the cameraman almost got taken out by Easy Money just now. And they're just waiting on him. And the Pope is on the world-famous Clown. And he's got a mad dog waiting for Easy Money and Bobby Love tonight.
On 3, they should have been counted out 25 seconds ago, and somehow the referee's only on 3.
Referee Brandon Ashworth. Easy Money tags in Bobby Love. One thing you gotta remember about Brandon Ashworth, however, is he's from St. Albans. They don't have the good high schools like the high schools of Wayne County, West Virginia, and Spring Valley High School, where you can learn to count up to 10. Oh, and the Pope tagged in the world-famous Clown. Oh, and he falls to his face. And the Clown with an elbow. The Pope with an elbow. Clown with another. And the Pope with another.
Just trading elbows in the back of Bobby Love's skull.
And again, if I had a chrome dome like that, I'd be trading elbows too with my friends. 1, 2, and a kick out by Bobby Love. Look at the world-famous Clown we playing here. Got him against the ropes. And a cheap shot by Bobby Love. Look, Bobby Love be playing, and he whips him into the corner. And Bobby Love with a love splash.
See, Bobby Love needs to quit engaging the referee and to worry about wrestling the world famous clown.
And Bobby Love with a tag into Easy Money. And now Easy Money is biting the hand of the world famous clown. And the cameraman is apparently infatuated with Bobby Love's backside. Here we go. We are back to the action. World famous clown off the ropes. And a shoulder block. The world famous clown off the ropes. World famous clown using some intimidation tactics on Easy Money.
The world famous clown is a master of psychology. His whole get-up is about getting in the heads of his opponents.
Easy Money's getting back in the ring. We could be getting some action. And a test of strength with the clown. Turns into a cheap attempt for Easy Money to get some punches in. He's choking him in the corner. 3 count. 4. And whipped into the corner is the world famous clown. Oh, and Easy Money misses. Tagged in Bobby Love. And there's the clown ready and receiving Bobby Love.
It's the only time Bobby's love's been received all night.
And a test of strength with the clown. And the clown is going down at the hands of Bobby Love.
For everything the clown's got going for him, strength is not one of his strong suits.
Oh, and the clown's back. Kick to the midsection. And a double stomp to the hands of Bobby Love. And another stomp. Bobby Love is screaming, "It broke my hand!" And referee Brandon Ashworth up to 5. Just a reminder, the title could not change hands on a countout, so the titles would remain vacant. And now Bobby Love is saying the referee Brandon Ashworth pulled his hair.
Saying he pulled his chest hair. Well, that's the only hair on Bobby Love's body because he ain't got none on his head.
That's where it all went, man. Did you know once you get past a certain age, it leaves your hair, goes to your chest and back? And we are back to NWA Appalachia action. Cameraman malfunction, as usual. And Bobby Love with a fireman's carry takeover on the clown. Got him in an armbar. Oh, and an arm breaker. Bobby Love with a tag in for Easy Money. The world famous clown could be in serious trouble here.
Oh, what a move.
What a move by Easy Money.
The clown's got to get the Pope back in the ring.
And a 2 count before the clown gets his shoulders up. The clown needs to get Pope into the ring as soon as possible because he is fading and fading fast. Now the clown is in a surfboard stretch. If he taps out here, Easy Money and Bobby Love are the NWA Tag Champions.
Well, he's not going to tap out. He's kind of reversing it. Well, he tried to reverse it.
And Easy Money is back on the offensive. At this point, Easy Money and Bobby Love are just too strong for the clown. And whipped into the corner. And a neck breaker from Bobby Love. And Easy Money goes out of the ring. Oh, Bobby Love is delivering closed fist punches square to the face of the clown. What could this be? Oh, and a double leg Boston Crab on the clown. Could the clown reversed?
He got the tag.
And
he got the tag. Here comes the Pope.
The Pope is in, and so is Easy Money. Or not.
I don't think Bobby Love made it to Easy Money.
And the Pope takes Bobby Love down with a clothesline. And another clothesline from the Pope.
He's won him up. He wants Bobby Love back on his feet.
It cannot be easy taking a big man like Bobby Love down, as that was a third clothesline from the Pope. Off the ropes. And an elbow smash from the Pope. The Pope is fired up and is firing up this crowd. And a 4-up to Easy Money. And an elbow. Another, and another, and another. And a bionic elbow smash. And a 2 count only as Easy Money kicks out, according to Brandon Ashworth.
Pope get the crowd back involved in this match.
And Easy Money with a rake to the eyes.
That's a smart move
and
by
a
Easy
backbreaker.
Money. That rakes to the eyes allowed him to just stop the Pope's momentum for a little bit. And now he's mounting some offense of his own.
And what's Easy Money doing? He's up at the top. And a missed moonsault as the Pope's going up now. What could the Pope have planned? Oh, a little misstep by the Pope.
That misstep might cost him. I think he's going to take too much time.
And a cross body by the Pope. And a 2 count before Bobby Love makes the save on Easy Money.
Crowd imploring the Pope to get back to his feet, but right now it's a 2-on-1 situation. This is a bad place to be.
And Easy Love double teaming, but the Pope takes them both down.
Gets a little help from
the world famous clown. What could the Pope be playing? You see him pointing to the corner. Whips him into the corner. What could this be? Oh, and it's the Elijah Express. What could they be doing? He's going to tag in. The clown is in.
Clown's going up the ropes now.
And the whoopee cushion. That could be all 2, 3. And the clown and the Pope are the NWA Appalachian Tag Team Champions. Just a simple 3 count.
Well, Easy Money and Bobby Love tried their best to stay in this match and maybe still want the Pope and the world famous clown. And at the end of the day, the Pope and the world famous clown were just too much for Easy Money and Bobby Love.
And there they are, your NWA Appalachian Tag Team Champions, the Pope and the world famous clown.
Now our newly crowned tag team champions are going to celebrate a little bit.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Matewan, West Virginia with the main event of the evening. Coming to the ring is Tyson Smith and the King, Shane Williams.
Did you hear what Shane Williams said right there? He said it's about time that a real king came to West Virginia. And Shane Williams is a true king of kings.
And let's not leave out the king of white trash, former NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tyson Smith.
Well, Tyson Smith is certainly the king of the trailer park.
Now, it's also worth noting, Tyson Smith is a well-known martial arts specialist and TV personality.
That's right. They should be on their hands and knees, kneeling before King Shane Williams.
And there you go.
Now Shane Williams is going to talk a little bit.
I tell you what, those fans love a chance to get something for free.
That's a nice t-shirt too. That's a King Shane Williams official t-shirt.
I read on eBay one time, those things are worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, they're priceless. That's what they are. That is a gem that every fan should cherish.
And introducing their opponents, former WWE World Tag Team Champions, Scotty Too Hotty and Grandmaster Sexy Brian Christopher, Too Cool.
See, this is how you know that the fans in Matewan, West Virginia don't have a clue about what good NWA wrestling is about, because they've already gave more love to Too Cool than they have the King, Shane Williams, and Tyson Smith.
And we are back for NWA Appalachia Wrestling in Matewan, West Virginia. It appears Tyson Smith is taking the role and wants to start the match. But who's he going to face? And it appears Brian Christopher. Now here's a little known fact about Brian Christopher. He is the son of WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler.
Well, he may be descended from some royal bloodlines, but he's in the ring right now with two actual kings.
And Tyson with a wise rope break and lets him go off the 1 count. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take this time to remind you that this show was a benefit for the family of Ryan Dotson. We do have a beginning of the show and a special one-on-one between Brian Christopher and the young man, Ryan Dotson, up on the YouTube page, youtube.com/NWA Appalachia. That's youtube.com/NWA Appalachia.
The people know how to find it, except for the people in Matewan, because they ain't got computers in Matewan.
That is true. I did have to go down the road about 30 minutes down the road to find even an inkling of wireless internet. Oh, and Brian Christopher almost hit Scotty Too Hottie. And Tyson thinks he outsmarted, but he gets dropped with a clothesline. It's always a party when Brian Christopher and Scotty Too Hottie are in the same place, and this is one of those times.
Well, this party is going to come crashing down real soon once Tyson Smith and Shane Williams get control of this match. It's just a matter of time.
And Tyson's won, and King Shane Williams has joined the match. They lock up, and Brian Christopher's already got him. Oh no, King Shane Williams got him in the back corner. And a shoulder to the stomach. And a boot to the midsection. King Shane Williams got him in another corner. And Brian Christopher with a kick to the face gets him out of the way. And a missile dropkick knocks King Shane Williams out of the ring. He's not looking so high and mighty now, is he, Jay?
Well, the King's been knocked down before. He always gets back up.
And a baseball slide knocking both men out of the ring. And it appears they're showing off their sick dance moves here in Matewan. And the referee once again proving he has no game.
Well, the people in Matewan don't know if these are good dance moves or not, because it ain't line dancing.
But whenever Too Cool's involved, you're going to learn how to dance. Let's see what the refs got planned. I believe that was that was just unfortunate.
bad, and that's the only way to explain what that was.
And of course, the ladies of Matewan just about lost it when Scotty 2 Hotty took off their shirt. Oh! And Tyson gets crotched on the second rope. That is not going to feel good on the way home.
Well, there might not be any little kings of the trailer park running around anytime soon.
And a back body drop, setting Tyson directly down on his back. And he tags in Shane Williams, who's unceremoniously brought in by Too Cool.
I want to know when the referee is going to make this tag match a fair match and put one of these guys on the outside of the ring.
It's called tag team wrestling. One is not greater than the other, but when they are two, they are unbeatable.
Well, my point is, he's allowed Too Cool to gang up on King Shane Williams and Tyson Smith.
And they are both out of the ring again. When will the kings of wrestling be able to get it together? And the ladies of Matewan have lost it, as Scotty 2 Hotty is now shirtless.
He's also crownless, because he's not a king. Should be giving more respect to the king.
Scotty 2 Hotty's in the ring. Let's see what he's got. Who's he gonna get? King Shane Williams, or he's got King Shane? Let's see if King Shane can finally get his head in the game and do some damage to Too Cool. And the crowd with no love for King Shane.
That's because the crowd is full of peasants and they don't get somebody with the regal essence of King Shane Williams.
And boots to the midsection and punches, and Scotty 2 Hotty is down on his knees in front of the King Shane Williams.
Like everybody should be in the presence of a king.
And King Shane is showing his true dominance over Scotty 2 Hotty. Oh, and Scotty 2 Hotty holds on. Let's call that the cocoon?
I don't know what that was called. I think it's just luck is what it was.
And Scotty 2 Hotty's getting the crowd back in it. And now it appears he is doing the Macarena. And an unceremonious one-gun salute to King Shane Williams. And what a punch, knocking King Shane Williams into the corner. He's got him in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and King Shane Williams shoves him off. And a boot to the head. Scotty 2 Hotty, woozy. And King Shane Williams tosses him shoulder first into the corner. That cannot feel good.
He got tossed right into that steel support system of the ring.
Oh, and King Shane Williams just took out Brian Christopher. And Tyson on the outside choking Scotty 2 Hotty with his robe. Has the ref lost complete control of this match? Because they're not supposed to be getting away with that.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
And a 2 count. Now King Shane Williams has him in a front face lock, trying to weaken Scotty 2 Hotty and make him pass out. And Scotty's getting out of it. Oh, and King Shane Williams with a punch right to the head. And King Shane's tagged in Tyson Smith. And a club and blow to the kidneys.
That's one of those kind of things that you might not feel right away tonight, but tomorrow morning when he gets up to use the bathroom, he's going to know he was clubbed in the kidneys by Tyson Smith.
And Tyson using the knees to choke out Scotty 2 Hotty against the ropes, but a 5 count broke it. And now King Shane Williams is back in the contest. And another punch, and Scotty 2 Hotty is in trouble. He needs to tag in Brian Christopher as soon as possible. And a suplex. Could be over. And Scotty kicks out at 2.
Crowd trying to get behind Scotty, but King Shane Williams is having none of it.
And it appears Scotty 2 Hotty's out of it, punches to the midsection. And off the ropes. And an elbow by King Shane Williams. And a body slam, and Scotty 2 Hotty is just getting dominated right now. And King Shane Williams, could it be a diving? And he misses with the fist drop. And that ring is so unforgiving, that cannot feel good on his hands.
I mean, you can see he's favoring the hand right now, but that's not going to keep King Shane from going on the offensive.
And King Shane's got his ankle. He's trying to keep him from making a tag. Scotty's reaching. Can he make it? He is just a finger's tip length away from making sure Brian Christopher gets in this match.
King Shane's pulled him back a little bit now.
Scotty 2 Hotty is trying with all his might. And what an enziguri by Scotty 2 Hotty on King Shane. That's one way to get free.
Now he's still got to get, though, to his partner in the corner.
And Scotty's made a tag. Brian Christopher's in this match. And Tyson goes down. And Shane goes down. And Brian Christopher is coming into this match like a man on fire. He is just knocking everybody out. And Brian Christopher with a meeting of the minds. And a bulldog out of the corner, and Tyson is out. King Shane's out in the corner. Too Cool's got him both of them in the corner. They're just delivering punch after punches to the heads of Shane and Tyson. And they send Tyson and Shane into each other. And Tyson's out of the ring. What could this mean for King Shane? Oh, and a bulldog by Scotty 2 Hotty. Could this be what I think it is?
That was a vicious, vicious bulldog.
Could this be what I think it is? Could Scotty 2 Hotty be setting up for the worm?
I hope not. Come on, King. Get up, King.
Here we go. King Shane Williams needs to get up. W-O-R-M. And the worm connects with King Shane. And he gets tossed over. Now there's nobody in the ring. Except for Tyson.
I think Tyson's a legal man anyway.
And he gets met with a DDT by Scotty 2 Hotty.
Come on, not this way, King.
And a leg drop from Brian Christopher. 1, 2, 3. And Too Cool has just beat King Shane Williams and Tyson Smith. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is Em Enders and Justin Prince for NWA Appalachia from Matewan, West Virginia. You have a wonderful night.